Today, on Starfield Essentials, I review a new paid creation from one of my favorite modders. This is Farseer by AlmightySE. It costs 500 credits on creations. I'll give an overview of the mod, warnings, and my conclusion. I'll show sample gameplay, but I will try to minimize spoilers. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Overview. You might remember AlmightySE from creations like Lyria, The Veil, Beyond the Veil, and Everbright. For example, I most recently featured Everbright in July. The premise of Farseer is that there is an odd asteroid structure in orbit around Tyrna 8A in the Alpha Tyrna system near the Voli system.
Don't approach the asteroid. It destroyed the last ships that did. If you're the kind of person who ignores warnings, make this the one time you don't. Please dock with the station.
I don't know how AlmightySE created this structure, but it looks fantastic. The orange gas and swirling objects are weird and foreboding. On the star station near the asteroid, you meet a NPC named Quinn.
Nothing like standing around with purpose.
Look at that. Someone actually listened. Neither did my crew. They took the ship to scan the asteroid's surface. I stayed behind to monitor from here.
Not sure what it is about AlmightySE's NPCs, but I always like them. I noticed that throughout the creation, the player has the option to not help the NPCs. Often you can say you're just not interested, or that you have other work to do first. This is great quest design, because it puts the pacing in the hands of the player. I chose to help everyone along the way, because I wanted to see as much of this creation as possible. After meeting Quinn, you're given the option of helping her recruit another NPC, named Colton Wright. When you decide to leave that NPC's residence or bunker, you encounter another addition to the Starfield universe. This is the Scientific Exploration and Development Authority, or SEDA.
Please don't be alarmed. We're not here to cause trouble.
Save it. I know how this works.
I'm not sure how custom their uniforms and suits are, but I like their look and attitude. I also appreciate how AlmightySE doesn't automatically brand them as the bad guys when you first meet them. This sort of ambiguity makes for a more thought-provoking adventure. Things get even more intriguing when you learn that there is a breakaway faction of SEDA.
We've got company.
SEDA?
Looks like it.
You showed. Good. Wasn't sure if we'd get a bullet or a handshake.
Conflict is the heart of story, and AlmightySE knows how to stage memorable encounters. I won't say any more about that, so just play the creation. Later on, you're given the option of recruiting another NPC. This is an ecliptic mercenary named Maddox. You'll find him in a vanilla deserted mineral plant, fighting off other ecliptic mercenaries. I don't quite know why that's the case.
Well, what do we have here? You here for a reason? Or just admiring my handiwork? Wright sent you? Yeah, I guess I do owe him.
The key benefit of adding Maddox to your quest is that he brings several ecliptic ships with him. Once he's on your side, he and his ships will fight space battles with you. This is a novel take on the fleet concept found in Watchtower, or the Fleet Commander creation. I always play with Fleet Commander and usually have 2 ships with me. Thanks to these vessels and Maddox's help, I did not have any trouble with the ship combat in Farseer. I don't want to reveal too much about this creation because that would spoil your experience. I did want to show one other aspect that I think is compelling. As part of the creation, you get the option to have 1 or 2 spaceship drones accompanying your vessel. These are either Type 1 or Type 2 drones. Type 1 fire destructive weapons, and Type 2 fire disabling electromagnetic weapons.
Captain. Acknowledged. Captain. You got it.
The Type 2 drone is a great addition to my game loop. I frequently like to engage enemy vessels, disable them, and board them. A drone which does nothing but fire EM weapons is a welcome addition to my arsenal. I played this creation with Fleet Commander enabled, and I did not have any conflicts between my fleet ships and the drones. I don't know how Watchtower would work, but I really don't expect any issues. Next, warnings. I have a few minor concerns and one big concern, but even that big concern could be mitigated. First, the big concern. Part of the quest involves a puzzle game. Unfortunately, in my opinion, it replicates aspects of the puzzle game found in temples in the vanilla Starfield game. As currently implemented, there's a timeout that forces the player to start over if they miss one of the temple puzzle targets. I had a terrible time trying to complete this puzzle. After one game crash, I tried a new strategy. Every time I added 2 more targets to my collection, I saved the game. Then when I failed, I just reloaded the last successful save. I'm not one for grinding out puzzles, so this approach saved me a lot of time. I asked AlmightySE about this on Discord, and they said they would increase the puzzle timer in the next game update. Maybe some enterprising modder will patch out this puzzle entirely. Who knows? My minor concerns include the following. First, in their teaser video, AlmightySE named the actors who added their voices to the mod. If you had asked me if the voices were AI, I would have said yes. AI voice acting is not a trigger topic for me, although I understand it is for some players. One of my favorite NPC mods, Astrid, is completely AI voiced, and I think it's a bonus for her character. So maybe the voice acting won't match what some of you might expect. I didn't have a problem with it, and I liked all the NPCs in the creation. Second, I had a couple issues with weird viewing angles. The first time this happened was when I was speaking with Colton Wright.
Saw you coming on the sensors. You're lucky you didn't lose a leg.
The second time I saw a weird viewing angle happened when some SETA ships appeared.
And right now, you're walking blind.
Neither of these is a big deal, but I wonder if it would be possible to address them in an update. Third, the SETA Star Station contained an interior that was similar to another one I visited. I'm sure someone can leave a comment and remind me what it is. This didn't bother me either. Overall, I like the POI designs in this creation. Finally, conclusion. For me, this was a really fun creation. In my opinion, it's definitely worth 500 credits. If you complete the quest, you can add drones and a new star station to your character's playable assets. There are some excellent story and cinematic type moments in this quest as well. I tried to avoid sharing them here so you can enjoy them in-game. This mod is similar to Everbright because it doesn't completely end when the main quest finishes. Quinn encourages the player to return to the station and periodically check for messages. I also hope that Farseer is the beginning of a new quest line, similar to how the Veil was followed by Beyond the Veil. Farseer is starting to accumulate plays on the creation's website, as shown in the screen capture from 3 days after its release. Thank you AlmightySE for another fun creation. And thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There is no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives for capturing footage and to buy creations like Farseer to review. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you'll see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the word orange. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos, and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.